Boom, bang, boom, boom. Green.
Everybody? Can't hear you, Rob.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
I've been streaming. I've been streaming you guys since this is so fucking fucked up. I've been streaming since October of 2015, and I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't. So I can't believe I went through like a minute and a half before somebody was like, "Hey, is he supposed to be talking?" So anyway, everybody, don't you know this, you know, here, this right here. Just read that out loud to yourself right now because I already said it. I don't want to say it again. I was explaining that Furied Fate is not going to be joining us because she is having allergies and she can't really talk. She is here. She's in the chat. She's not going to be on the show. But I do have other people. Drake, how are you?
doing good. Can you hear me now? Oh, wait, I think they can.
Yes, they can hear you. Yes.
Sound. We were just talking about how wonderful it is.
Yeah, sound. Robin, how are you?
I'm all right.
Robin's
How are
tired,
you?
everybody.
I'm always tired.
Yeah, I'm always tired, but I'm not as tired as you with you have 6 other things that breathe in your house besides yourself.
Correct.
Yeah, and they're all over everything all the time.
Did you say breed or breathe?
Both.
Breathe.
Whatever. Probably the young children haven't breeded yet, but whatever, they all do it.
All my cats and my dog are spayed and neutered because I'm a responsible pet owner.
Oh, like Bob Barker's.
Yes.
You want to know something? I have a male and a female cat. They're both spayed and or neutered. As am I. But I haven't had a vasectomy. It's just that no women will come to my house. they just won't come over here. Yeah. I always say that. By the way, if you're watching the show and you are a female, slip into my DMs. Whatever, I don't know what to say. Leroon is with us. How are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. How you guys doing?
All right. That was a wide net cast. How are you guys doing, everybody? That was awesome. So Leroon and I were chatting before the show, and I said, "What are you doing for the next hour?" And I said, "Do you want to just come on for fun?" So he's here. But what we're going to talk about tonight was his idea, and this isn't something he told me a half an hour ago. This is something he told me like a few days ago, and we started working on it. We're going to be going over the next few weeks we're going to be talking about extensions. And so today we're just going to kind of get into it a little bit. 2 weeks from now, Mad Nomad will be coming on the show. And then in future episodes, either next week or after Mad Nomad, we'll have the likes of Matakuri and Diablo Bob. And I have not heard back from Kent or Troy yet, but we hope to get them as well. So let's take a look at this list, everybody. So now this is a spreadsheet. Most of you are probably familiar with this. I will put this link in the chat. You guys can all come in here. This is linked in the Discord as well. It's always in there. I'll show you guys where it is in the Discord. If you come to the Rob Tui Discord and you go to the room called... Sometimes these rooms get renamed. Where the hell is it? Oh, it's under product discussions, product updates. This is a room that is not a chat room. You can't type in it. Only I can. But if you come here, you will see some different things about how to remember how to update your stuff and everything. But anyway, the last one on the very bottom is the link to that spreadsheet. So you can go in there, and even though you can't order it, if you're edit it. If you come to the spreadsheet, you can, as a viewer, you can still sort it and look at stuff that you want to do and things like that. So I was going to cover this in no particular order. But these are the ones that we, quote, recommend. Now, sometimes we recommend stuff that ends up breaking or doesn't work. Now, if it's a Team Tui thing, you can rest assured that's fixed right away. Some of these that are highlighted in orange are from authors that we like, but that aren't on Team Tui. So if it breaks, we don't know the status of that. Some of these, by the way, are still unknown. We don't know if they work or not because nobody either has tested it or used it or whatever. So now here's the thing. If you come into the spreadsheet at any time, you'll see this big red. I tried to make it as loud as I could. All extensions are Unity compatible, so that you know that. You can see the second sheet for player versus DM. Now, what that means is over here on this second sheet here, here are the ones for the players. Here are the ones for the DMs. And then is it red, it's on DM's Guild. If it's green, it's on the Forge. And then if it's bold, that means you use it to build a character. So all the ones that are bold are the ones that you would use to build a character. So you kind of know that. Now, I'm also saying that if you see anything that's an error here or that needs updating, especially if it has an unknown status, to please PM me in Discord. And what's funny is some of these have been unknown for like over a year or maybe even 2 years. And nobody ever tells me like, hey, this works or doesn't work or whatever. So, you would think that I, Rob Tui, would take the time to load it up and find out for myself. No, that's not what I spend my time doing. I'm going to crowdsource that. Also keep in mind periodically files names change. And if so, you must remember to delete the old file. Now, this is a thing that Fantasy Grounds users that have been users for a while, eventually you run into this where if you're in your, say, for example, your extensions folder or your modules folder or whatever, and you got all your modules here, if you have something in there that is the same file and it has a different name, like say, for example, you download from the DM's Guild and it's got this number in front of it, and you go, oh, you know what? I don't want that number there. I'm going to take that off, which is fine. You can do that. You can rename files. But if you have another copy of that same file in there, which I don't, just as an example, it's going to use the older file. So if you update something with a new file, slap it in the directory, and then go up, load Fantasy Grounds, and it still has the problem or it isn't updated, it's because you have two file names. So that's just something to keep in mind. What the hell? Oh, I don't know what happened there. Oh, I tried to play it as a video. Okay, never mind. We don't want to do that. Okay, let me close that. So let's just talk about, now what we're going to do is we're going to just talk about these and sort of give everyone a general idea. And we're going to be doing this for the next few weeks. So I'll just go down the list. We're not going to stop and show every one of them. We're not going to load Fantasy Grounds up and show you every one. But if there's a particular one that you want to see, or someone in the chat says, hey, I'd really like to see that, we can talk about doing that. Gore Vidal has subscribed at tier 1 for 41 months. Boom. Currently on a 38-month streak. Thank you, Gore Vidal. I got to take a sip here because my throat. I'm getting Fury. Take it over. Take it away. That was a little joke. She's not even here. All right.
Okay, Rob. Oh,
That's a Fury Fade impression. So
No.
before I start, did you guys think that was good enough? Did I kind of explain what we're doing? Is there something I missed, or is there anything you guys thought of? Oh, I wish you would say that before we start.
No, I think you did pretty good. I was hoping that, you would do some explaining, and that's important at those points that you make about updating your content and managing them. And the other thing is that, we're kind of doing this so you guys have an idea of what the stuff does, and that there is a list that you can refer to when you're uncertain. And I'm pretty sure people don't look at that list before they install the stuff. They look at it maybe down the road, but there is something available. So
Yeah. All right. So normally this list is in alphabetical order by extension name on the left over here. But what I've done at this time is what do you call it? Sorted it by author name. And the reason I did that was because so that they're kind of clumped together, because all of the orange ones, people will not be coming on the show at any time. I've contacted them all, and they've all said, yeah, no thanks. Whatever, people have lives or whatever. The white ones are Team Tui names, of which hopefully eventually all of them will come on if they can. So we're just going to go down the list. So BMOS has an extension. It is on the Forge. By the way, if you come here and you want to get the extension, the link is there for you to go wherever that is. Even if it's not ours, it's still there. So his extension called Aura Effect is something that accommodates auras and area of effect, buffs, debuffs by adding and removing effects to their other characters based on proximity. Now, I don't think I've personally used this one myself. Drake, you use it though, don't you?
it is active on some of my tables, and it is really great for like paladins. Like,
Yes.
yeah, so it's kind of situational.
If you have a paladin and it says something like, you have an aura that gives a +2 to everybody within 10 feet of your AC, it does that, right?
yeah, it gives you like the paladin gives you like protection for saving throws and stuff.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It
It actually puts a little.
Go ahead.
So that's useful in gameplay if you have a paladin.
Does it have
Oh, yeah.
Does it show it graphically? Does it show the circle or whatever?
I think that is part of the extension. Yes, that shows
Okay.
the distance of the aura too around the creature, but
That's
that
cool.
could be a secondary one that does where you see the effect. But it does work. I know very well that when you move your characters in and out of the area, the effect goes up and goes off. Pretty cool.
Right. So that's that's very useful. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask, so why would we need that if in Fantasy Grounds? Well, I mean, I know that the answer, but what would the purpose be?
Well, if you've got a paladin that's giving you a +2 to your saving throws, if you're within 10 feet of the paladin, every time you move within 10 feet, you would have to manually apply that effect. This one does it automatically.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's the only reason I'm asking, because I want to explain what, why we would use it or when, And that's part of the reason I wanted to do this show, because some people look at that and go, what the fuck is that for? They won't know what it's for because either they don't have a paladin or they don't have a use case. And I think it's useful to have people who've used it on the show to give us that, give us a little lecture on it. So that's great. Good.
Oh, okay. I got some clarification. So apparently the one we're talking about now, the aura effect, does not show it graphically, but it works together with COP auras. So
Okay.
down here, COP auras is something that Matakuri made and is available on the Forge, and this is the one that actually has the auras graphically represented. So they work together. You don't necessarily need both of them. You don't
Right.
need one to make the other work. Like sometimes there's the new portal packs that we are putting out, you need to have the portals extension to make that work. We're always trying to be very clear if there's something that has something that else requires it. Like one druid more requires you to have critically awesome essentials, but that's a very rare thing. Most of them work independently. Anyway,
That's
okay,
good.
good. Thank you, Matakuri, for that, by the way, in the chat.
Cool. All right.
So yeah, that one's cool. So next one is we talked about that. We talked about it. Boom, like that. Oh no.
Yeah.
I like to have that centered. That has to be centered. Thank you. So the next one is change initiative update effects. Now this is one of my personal favorites. So Celestian made this one. It is on the forums. I believe it is. If it's on the forums, I think it's free.
Yeah.
We can actually go to this, and he may have put it on the Forge.
Forge, yeah.
I so much hate that the forums and the Forge are close words. DMG stands for Dungeon Master's Guide, but also stands for Dungeon Master's Guild. It's all crazy.
Yeah.
All right, well, that didn't work.
FGC stands for Fantasy Grounds Classic. We know the complications.
So that did not work, that link. Let's go back and see why that didn't work.
Good question. So we're going to update this live. People.
Yeah, except guess what? It shows that if you hover over it, it shows the thing.
Yeah.
Let's try it again.
It took a second, but I went.
All right, well, let's go to the Forge really quick and see if he has that there.
So while you're doing that, why is it significant?
Why is what significant?
The extension that you're looking at.
Whoa.
I'm trying to keep the show going other than updating the link, but
yeah, but all that does is confuse me. My brain can't handle multitasking conversation.
Okay.
I have to do one thing at a time. So what was I doing? Shop, yeah. We might actually
definitely on the Forge. I mean the forums, Rob.
Is it?
Yeah, because the link worked for me. I don't know why it didn't work for you.
Well,
could be a permissions thing.
That's the thing, is if it's broken, we need to fix it. It's funny because it shows up. See how it shows up here?
Yeah, the preview.
There.
And the preview is pulling from the link. It goes out to the internet and gets a link and then says, this is what that looks like. And then if I click on it, it doesn't work. I don't know.
Might be a permissions thing with Excel. If you try it without going through Excel, that might work. Because it might have a little security. Yeah.
Weird.
It's got to be a security
But Drake,
thing.
you said it worked for you, though.
Yeah, I had to click it, and then when the preview opened, I clicked the preview, and then it took me there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a permission thing, likely.
All right, so he has... Here's me. I'm the first one.
2018.
I'm gonna blow this up, because try and test it for him. I was so excited by this. As a matter of fact, I'm not gonna say he did this because of me, but obviously he and I were discussing it because I was right there the first, and I'm like, yes. And this is a favorite of mine because I love to play 5e where you roll initiative each round. And some players and DMs don't like that, but I love it. And what was happening was, like you would say, okay, this lasts until the beginning of your next turn or something. And what would happen is you'd re-roll initiative, and then Fantasy Grounds wouldn't understand what your initiative was last round, and then you got put in front of this guy, and now you're behind that person, and she does this and all that. And so this extension fixes that, where if you change initiative, any effect you have, whether it's for a round or your next turn or the end of your next turn or whatever, it fixes it. So
yeah, it kind of keeps it in order.
Right. So we like that one.
Placeholder.
And I wrote here, if you roll initiative every round instead of once an encounter, this will update the initiative value on effect when the PC or NPC's initiative changes. Yeah, so that's good.
So that's helpful if you have that option turned on in Fantasy Grounds. So you don't want to necessarily have that extension loaded if you're not going to be doing that.
Right, you don't need that extension if you're just going to play the regular way, which is you roll your initiative, you get a 3, and that's your initiative for the whole encounter.
Yeah, I think this is kind of a minor issue with using extensions, is people forget which ones they have on or off, and then they just kind of have a blanket of them, and they don't need half of them, or maybe they do, but they forget about that, so they're not managing their campaigns, which isn't really our problem per se, but it is something to be aware of, because I've done it too, where I've had 50,000 extensions and I only need like 2 of them, you know?
So Maticuri is doing a great job of keeping us in line here. I'm a little disappointed that he didn't tell me this before. You know, he's obviously not going to take 4 hours to go through this and say, hey, Rob, these 18 things need to be changed. But it's happening now, so we're going to change it. Because he says basically this is not supported anymore, and it's kind of been replaced.
I used it up until a month ago, and I haven't.
Right, but there's one by Regelstrom that is, and we're gonna go look that up right now.
Cool. Well, that's good that we're doing this kind of, because it gives us opportunity.
Think back to the 5 years we've been doing the show. Half of it is fixing stuff and updating stuff live on the show.
But it's important because that's exactly what you have to do as the host of a table. You have to manage these things. You can't just let them go.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And I think that's where a lot of the issues come up, when there's incompatibilities or there's errors and stuff. Where you get too many of them, or you got too many that do the same thing, and then before you know it, you got a big mess.
Okay, here it is. So we're going to change this.
They're generally not game-breaking problems, but they can really be annoying,
And we're actually going to check the official name. Now, the name I put in here is the name that actually shows up on here, right here. Because sometimes that's named differently than the file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, as I'm doing this, I'm going to get it. It is free. So I will buy that, right? And I got it. Now I'm going to update Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah.
And then I'll have it in.
Yeah, that drives me nuts, by the way. So the file name, the extension name, and the store name don't match. So when you're trying to narrow down a problem and you can't figure out which extension or which module or whatever it is that you need to fix, that's annoying. If you're going to make them, please make those match if you can.
Oh, you know what? It disappeared because I have...
Right. You got to go to your catalog or whatever, or your purchase.
Well, you can just go up here to to search filters and put show owned, and then it'll show you the ones you already have. Okay, so here it is right here. So now I'm going to go to that page. Interesting. 75. All right. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back over here. I am going to say that.
Thanks, Maticuri, for keeping us honest here.
Yeah, thank you very much. Edit link.
See, it's helpful to have someone that knows what the hell is going on around here.
Right? This is now Forge.
Yeah.
Why do you think he's one of my players? He helps me so much.
Yeah, he's been like that since I've met him. He's been pretty good about that.
I've known him longest. Thank you. I don't know if that's true.
No.
Doesn't Leroon get to meet everybody first because they all go through the college or
almost
the academy?
Well, but
almost.
Remember, Leroon and I knew Leroon before the college because he was going to call it the Fantasy Grounds Church, and I melted down. Said you can't do that. That's a bad name.
Yeah.
And this was summer of 2017, maybe. Is that when you started?
Is that a song?
Oh my God! I don't know what I'm doing. Everybody, hold on. Somehow it erased that link. I have to put it there again. Okay, so now we got the link. We got the author's name. Basically, this is still the same description, only we have, and now we're going to go look and see what the name of it is. We think it's called. What do we think it's called? Effective initiative.
Yeah, I mean, even if it takes a whole show to go through like 3 of these, that's fine.
Okay, so
it might take a little longer.
It is not called effective initiative because it would be right here. So feature effective initiative, Manicure says. There it is. Boom. Okay, so now I go back over here. This is to help everybody. I go back over here and I make sure that it's called the proper name. You see me copy and pasting because I'm lazy to type. I don't want to type that whole thing. All right. And we try to get the version number. Team 2E members are very good about giving me the version number. And when it was last updated. Oh, I can tell when this is last updated 21 days ago. So that would have been 12 and 9, February 21st. Yeah. Thank you. And I'm generally not keeping track of the orange ones because when Team 2E doesn't update, I update it. And then I know when I did it. And I just go here and put that today's date. And then version numbers we try to keep. But, people that aren't on Team 2E aren't necessarily motivated to give me version numbers. So
it says 1.2 if you go to the origin.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is that in the file or is that here?
Right,
right here.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Updated 2/17, he said. Oh, well, I'll change that. Hey, look at that. He puts the dates and everything.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
Now, some of these extensions aren't really readily understood if you're new to Fantasy Grounds and the rule set because they come up kind of situationally. So you won't really know you need it until you need it type thing. So just kind of keep that in mind. You don't want to just go out and dump a whole bunch of these in, not even knowing what they do. So that's kind of why we're doing this.
Yeah.
You can buy them, but don't install them all until you know what they're doing.
Okay, let's see if I get this one.
Same thing.
Boom, there it is. So that one worked. So
all right.
This extension is well, I mean, I think I just copied this right here and put it over here. It says this extension adds an option to the house rules section of the campaign settings, items identification. And then that doesn't really specifically tell you what it does. It automatically makes sure that the items placed on character sheets of the party sheet are identified green, or you can turn it on, which means it'll go back to the way the default fantasy. I think the default in Fantasy Grounds was you would, if you gave somebody a magic item, the DM had to identify it. Or it wouldn't, you put it on your sheet and it would just say potion and you don't even know what you have, which can be useful. You can be playing a campaign where you tell a guy, oh, you found a potion. And they go, what is it? You don't know. And then, so you have it in your inventory, but you don't know what it is. Drink it. Go ahead.
The hard part is when it leaves the party sheet and it goes to the player's inventory and then the player goes, I cast identify on, or
right.
And now you got to go find it in the inventory, and it says like bottle or fancy bottle.
But some players and DMs like to play where if you find a potion, you just know what it is. You've had experience. You know that a green potion is don't drink that, and if it's red, do drink. You know. But then, like I said, that's exactly what this extension is for, is to identify stuff or not. Now, does it work? We don't know. Somebody has to tell us. Ready Check. I like Ready Check. I think a lot of people use it. And this is something that, say you take a break, or you're just starting the game. You can type in /ReadyCheck in the chat, the DM, and then it'll put all the characters there, and they can individually check, yeah, I'm ready. And then it's got a nice graphical representation, which has been updated. That's a 1.3. I'm going to put that 1.3. 1.3. Right here.
I don't use that one because I just look at my cameras and go, yeah, everyone's ready.
Yeah. I guess it depends on your use case and situation. But...
Yeah. This one was last updated 12 8. Wait, what was that? Hold on. I've already forgot the date. 21/18. Okay. 12/21 2018. Nice. So that's been.
Well, it means it hasn't broke since then,
No, it
right?
hasn't broke, and we love that one, so that's a good one. Okay, now Damned. Damned. He talked. Both Celestian and Damned responded to me that they were, they didn't have time to cut out and plus we do the show live. Sometimes you can record a show, but for this it wouldn't be appropriate to record a thing for 2 extensions.
Yeah, that's not, that time zone thing is another issue.
Yeah, because Damned lives in like the bottom of the canyon on Mars, or so. I don't know where he lives, but his time zone.
Australia.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So sharing is caring. Oh yes, we love this one. That's
that comes up
also
a lot.
apparent. We use that every time we play, I think. Sharing is caring is a thing that puts a little white. Okay, so it's there. That's the right link. It puts a little white, like text box image in the top of the. Oh, does he show it there? I don't see one. Okay, but it puts a little text, like a talking text thing. It's very subtle, but it's there if you're looking for it. Like next to the shield in the upper left of most things. Can't do images, but you can do everything else. You can do spells, NPCs, whatever. Well, maybe not NPCs, but a lot of the stuff where you're playing and you're like, put that in the chat. Let me see that, or let everybody see it. And you click on it, and it's very useful for spells. When everybody wants to read the description of a spell, you just slam it into the chat on the Fantasy Grounds on the left side, and boom. So it's really cool, and it comes in handy. And it is.
Manicuri says sharing is carried has been updated to the Forge and shouldn't use the forum copy.
Okay.
Let's go.
Good,
Let's
good,
go.
good.
Let's go do it. Let's go do it. Manicuri's on the ball. He knows all this shit.
Yeah.
All right, let me go to the Fantasy Grounds Forge. Let's go to shop. Let's type in Damned. And we should bring up his stuff. And I should do, show owned. Okay, so. Wow, Damned has done a few. Did I miss it? Wait, 42. He's got 42 things. This can't be right.
Damn. Oh.
And it's probably called sharing. Are these sorted by? Can you sort these? I don't like this. I do not like the Forge interface. I don't think it's good.
Do not like green eggs and ham.
Sharing is caring. Here we go. Boom. All right. I guess I better get that. And then I'm going to change this link to sharing is caring on the Forge. It is the Forge. Whoa. What just happened? Oh my God. I did not.
Were you playing golf or something?
I did not hold my keyboard down or anything. I don't know what the hell. All right, now we got to go here. We got to edit the link. Insert link. Oh, okay. There was no link.
So, Robin, that's definitely a clip moment.
Yes.
Last updated 213 days ago. Anybody want to do the math on that? I don't know. We're gonna take those out.
You could just put -213 and I don't know. It doesn't work.
Can you here? I know what I can do. I can go equals today -213. Nice.
Why does it say
22. Okay, there we go. So yeah, there you go. I've never done that. I've never done a today minus to see.
It worked. Do you put your affiliate code in the link? Do you have to
do what?
Forge? Is there an affiliate link for the Forge?
No. No, and as a matter of fact, I got to tell this story.
Yeah, we just talked about that.
So everybody knows about and if you don't, you should. Everybody knows about the referral program, right? The Fantasy Grounds referral program. And This is a thing where you can go sign up and you can make money. You can make money driving people. Look, I've made $500. You can make money driving people to Fantasy Grounds to buy the stuff. And as a matter of fact, if you'd like to do that, please sign up under me. Thank you.
Remember, that's 500 overall, not for a month.
No, that's 500 since the beginning. And so, what am I trying to say? Oh, so you can point people toward the store. You can point them just to the regular beginning page, but you can also do specific links, right? So like I have specific links in here, and you'll see like I've got AAW Return Rise of the Drow. That's the specific link for Rise of the Drow. Down here, some WotC stuff I have in here. Where's the WotC stuff? Here, DC's Divine Contention. You know how they do the Shadow of the Dragon Queen. You know how they do the things at the store. So if you drive somebody there to the Fantasy Grounds site, if they buy anything, you get 5%. 5%. And it's kind of the same way that DM's Guild does it. DM's Guild also pays you 5%. You don't even have to be somebody who's a DM's Guild creator. You can just drive people there and make money. Now, the difference here is, say, for example, you sign up under me with the link I just gave you. You get 5%. I get 1%. It goes down one level. It's like multi-level marketing, but it only goes down one level. And basically what that's doing is encouraging people to tell people to sign up like I am with you guys right now. But the reason I'm telling the story is, in creating these individual links, you can only do 100 links. It was 50, and I got them to change it, and I don't think they're going to add any more. But I didn't know that the Forge doesn't pay commissions. So I made all these links to everything I have in the Forge, and I was super pissed off. I spent like 4 hours doing it because you have to create them one at a time. You put the link here, put it there, and then you say add link, and it adds it down here, and then it gives you this special weird code, right? So if I go to this, if I type in that URL, well, I'm not going to do it here. I'm going to take that back over there. If I type in this URL in the browser up here, so see how it's all jacked up, 31 times 15,000 / URL 2258, and I hit enter, it changes it, and that's actually Mad Nomad's party combat stats. So it changes it to the real URL, but now if I buy this, I'm going to get 5%. I already have it. I have this already. But you guys get what I'm saying. So that's the story about, I spent hours and hours making those links, and then Doug goes, oh, there's no commission, there's no affiliate for the Forge, only the store. And I'm like, what the? Could have told me that. That kind of stuff happens to me, though. If there's a new fun toy, I usually jump on it right away the first day and start doing stuff, and then I'll find out later, oh yeah, no, we didn't mean that. You did all that work for nothing. Okay, thank you. All right, back to this. So we fixed that. 8/11/22. Sharing is caring. Boom, we talked about it. We love it. Okay. GM icon. I've used this since the beginning, I think. I wonder.
I have too.
I wonder if he has that on the. Well, I could just go. GM icon is great. I love it. Well, there is one. It's not from Damned. It's from Justin Friedis, who I recognize that name. I know that he probably has a few extensions. Yeah, he's got a few, right? I don't necessarily recommend that one over the one we already use. I don't know. Let's see what he's got here. Replace GM icon. Pretty straightforward. What in the hell? I see shit I've never seen before. I'm like, what the hell is this? Yeah, so I would just leave the one we have. I mean, I wouldn't recommend the one I just saw over this one, which is, let's find out if the link is correct. Yep, there it is. GM icon, boom. So, and that obviously in the chat just replaces the blue circle with the letters GM in it with your icon or your picture or whatever you want to do. It's up to you what you want to do. So we like that one. Boom. Okay. Hero points for 5e. I know I saw that. Oh, I should just keep the Forge open. I can't. I have browser closing disease. I just close anything I think I don't need, and then 2 seconds later I'm like, hey, I wish I didn't close that. I've gone to people's houses and walked in and seen their computer, and they have like 55 or 70 browser windows open, and I'm like, I would melt down. I don't know how you do it. And they're like, oh yeah, I keep Steam open in case I want to play, right? Oh, okay, whatever. So let's go here back again and type in, what was it? I can't be bothered to, oh yeah, hero points. I can't be bothered to know anything for more than a second and a half. I saw that earlier. That's why I reckon here it is right here. Okay, so we're going to change that because we're going to get that, and we're going to change that because he said our thing was, we're having a lot of updates. This is great. But you see how it does take time to do it, which is why nobody PMs me and says, hey, I took 20 minutes to tell you your link is wrong. No, nobody cares. All right, so this is on the Forge. And then we'll change the link. Insert link. All right, so same stuff. Does he have a updated 11 days ago? Nice. All right, so 11 days ago was the first, right?
I've never played with hero points before.
I don't play with hero points, but you can use hero points for what was, somebody told me you can use hero points for like bards
Inspiration.
Thank you. Inspiration dice. And or some other counter, because I believe, let's go look and see if he has a picture of it here. Yeah. So yes, you can use it for Bard's Inspiration dice, because you can put D8, D6, D10, whatever, and then how many. Yeah. So there you go.
Oh, so if a bard gives you a point of inspiration, instead of using it as a hero point, you just use it as your inspiration. That works pretty good.
Inspiration dice. You should say it because it's not
dice,
inspiration. Right.
Dice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dice.
Again, once again, another example of how shit's all named the same. There should be one person in the government who controls naming everything. Well, you could never do that, but then it would
the Anti-Duplicate Naming Bureau.
Yeah. And they call you up and they go, oh, you got to change that. We already got that one. Well, it's like the Screen Actors Guild, right?
Name to like Boon Dice or something that doesn't clash with Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, exactly. But the intention of this is to use it for hero points.
Yeah. Which is like from 4th edition, right? Hero points.
I don't remember. No, I think
5th edition thing.
I think 5e. I think it's an alternate rule, isn't it? I don't know. I never used it.
Is it?
I don't know. What now? Wait, no. What is he saying here? There are 2 extensions. The Mad Nomad extension is the only for use with Mad Nomad's character sheet tweaks. I don't know. I should. I'm reading this sentence and I don't have context for it. Oh, it can be used for here. Here it is right here. Luck points, favor, boons, second chance. He didn't put Bardic Inspiration, but that would be a good example. But anyway, there you go, everybody. So we fixed it. We do recommend it.
God.
And
hero points are an optional rule in 5th edition.
See, I told you. And
yikes!
I'm pretty sure these ones that say unknown, I'm pretty sure they work, but I don't know. I don't have firsthand knowledge that they do, so I don't want to say yes and then somebody go, hey, Rob, you liar.
Well, it's kind of like that System Shock rule, right? That's kind of optional too.
Yeah, that's built into Fantasy Grounds. I think it always has been.
Hang on now. Did you know that hero points are functionally the same as 1st level Bardic Inspiration? Did you guys know this?
No, I didn't.
So the optional rule says you get 5 hero points at 1st level. You can spend a hero point whenever you make an attack roll, an ability check, or saving throw. You can spend the hero point after the roll is made, before any results are applied. Spending the hero point allows the player to roll a d6 and add it to the d20 roll. It's bardic inspiration. Why would
There you go.
WotC do
Yeah, that doesn't make
this?
sense.
I don't know.
Unless you don't have a
Why does
bard.
WotC do anything? That was a good wrench. Okay, we are going to skip anything that says Diablo Bob. And why are we doing that? Because he'll be on the show and he could just tell us about it. By the way, this unreleased map label maker, I just put that in there to be funny because he told me about this maybe 18 months ago or something. That was a long time ago. And so he's like, yeah, it's going to be done. It's going to be awesome. But he's still working on it. And it's very close.
Is that why you have it at 0.70% done?
No. He actually does have a 0.7. That's not a percent. That's the version. And he does have a working model of it. But it's not to the public yet because it hasn't been fully beta tested and everything. So
But you got to also remember that the map tools and all that crap was updating quite a bit during that time.
Yeah, well, he spends, basically this guy's on his keyboard for as many hours a night as he can fixing and updating stuff. And I yell at him every day, create, don't update. Because if you update shit, I don't make any money. I'm just being honest. Okay, map label makers coming soon. Get ready, everybody. It's going to be awesome. He was telling me about some of the stuff it does, and I was like, what? You got to be shitting me. All right, so this one is alternate wound colors. I think there's been several versions of this by different people, but that I know of, this is the one I like and the one I use, and this is what, right here. Blue, green, orange, red, black, and gray, instead of, I think Fantasy Grounds has like 3, like healthy, bleeding, and dead. I think it's what if you don't right. I think that's the ones.
Sounds something like that.
Now I'm just gonna really quick, just because we've been sensing a pattern of finding things on the Forge. I'm gonna go ahead and search just to see if it's here or not. No. Okay, so it is just where it is. So we have that link correct, and we do recommend that. That was last updated September 27th, 2020. Okay. All right, Kent's we talked about that. Like that. And Kent we won't do as well because look how he has so many awesome things. And look at Kent. Kent was very consistent in how he named stuff. I wish everybody, that should also be a government thing. There should be a requirement for naming Fantasy Grounds extension so that they all look nice. And I get crazy when I see people I think Maticuri is an abuser of this. Yeah. So capital E, small e, capital E. That makes me crazy. I want it to all be capital. But it doesn't make me crazy enough to say anything about it. Until now on a live show.
Except live on stream.
Except live on stream when he's watching. He's going to say something like, I do that. Yeah, I knew it. He says, because what was it? John Gregory, who you all know as Moon Wizard, who is the co-owner of Fantasy Grounds, Smiteworks. He plays that joke on me all the time. If I ever talking to him about something that doesn't work in Fantasy Grounds, he goes, "Oh no. We put in there if user equals Rob Toohey," and I said it's only for you. I was like, "What the fuck?" He does that maybe twice a year. He does that to me. Funny. All right, we're smoking along. 45 minutes. Okay, here we go. Mad Nomad will be coming on the show in 2 weeks from today, on the 26th. Yes, he'll be here. So, and by the way, he had told me today that by the time that show rolls around, he'll have a new thing. He didn't even tell me what it is. He just said there's some new stuff. Maticuri will be on the show eventually. He has a lot.
He said it was a core extension.
Yeah, you mean like core RPG extension?
He didn't specify.
Yeah, because isn't core is also, again, the naming. Core, just the word core is a thing. I don't know. All right, Me and Unique. I don't know. Does Me and Unique happen to be here tonight? I don't think he's here now. No, I don't see him in the chat. So he is did the friend zone, right? And the friend zone. Oh, 1.2.2. What's up? I own it. Let me go back and just make sure I have 1.2.2. No, I do not. But see, he
Friend
doesn't.
zone is also called lazy DM. Give it to the players. Let the players do it.
Right.
I like it.
Look at me, I'm closing windows. Okay, here we go. Friend zone. Companions. So, does he have any? He doesn't have a. It is free.
That's probably my favorite extension. I use that quite a bit. It's really utility and it's lightweight, so it's good.
Yeah. So, this is good if you're playing. What's that adventure package that came out? Well, several of them, but WotC at some point a couple years ago made companions a thing. And, you know, like in the party, you can have a person with you, like Xena Warrior Princess and her trusted
Or
sidekick.
if you're playing a Bugbear Ranger and you have Boyd, that's what allows that.
Right. And so, Boyd is on my character sheet so that I don't have to go, Drake, can you give me the stat block? And then it's a strange, it's a weird. So yeah, so it's all good. Updated 71 days ago. So since we're here and we're doing it, 71 days ago kind of does not seem like January of last year. So let's do equals today, open, close, minus 71. That's going to be December 31st of last year. So now I'm not gonna leave that formula there because it'll obviously change. I have to type in 12/31, and then since it's not, if I don't type the year, it'll do 23, so I have to do 22 like that. Boom. I'm self-taught in Excel, as most of you could probably tell. All right, we talked about that. That's a good one. We like it.
Google Sheets.
Whatever, it's the same.
That's arguable.
South Korea, North Korea, it's the same. I've been to both. Now listen. This one was done by me. Not really. This was done by, I think, was it Celestian and Diablo Bob? I can't remember who helped me. We did it on a show, actually. We built this live on this show, 2 years ago. So this,
Bob and somebody.
Was it?
I remember Bob.
But... Diablo Bob and Celestian, I think.
Name that episode.
Yeah, we can do that really easy. We can go Fantasy Grounds Talk Show XP, let's say. Let's see if we can get it by that. Let's go all things. Was it number 75? Yeah, it's gonna make noise.
All right, now all I have to do is figure
out. Creating an extension. That's it. So it was episode 75. Yep, and we created the extension. And do I give credit to them? No, because if you watch the show, you know who it is. But I didn't say in the thing.
Your spreadsheet might say.
Oh yes, yeah, duh. My two-dimensional brain can't handle. Let's go back up to 75 here. So it was Celestian and Diablo Bob. I was right. Yep, Furied Fate was there. None of you guys were there.
I was in chat. I remember.
Were you in chat? Yeah.
It don't count.
It don't count. Yeah, it counts. It counts. All right. So, Cheerbits, Notham. Thank you for the Cheerbits. Hype Boss. Hype Boss.
And believe it or not, it works just fine.
Yes, it does work. And Drake, why don't you tell everybody what it does? Because we think it's awesome. All of our games, we use it. Even though you're doing Milestone and all your games.
Yeah, it only works if you use experience points. But what it does is instead of leaving the experience point number that you needed to get to the next level as manual entry, which is the way it is by default, this puts it to where the next level experience points automatically shows up, and the players can't edit it if you set it that way.
The players cannot edit it. Yes. They can neither edit the number of experience points they have, nor can they edit the number to the next level. Also, it will put in the chat. That's it. That's all it does, right? There's another thing that puts in the chat. Hey, you use so many points till your next level. Is that mine doesn't do that, does it?
It does that. Yeah, no, it tells you
Oh.
exactly what if you put your level in, it'll say like first level, it'll say your next one is whatever 500. I don't know what the number.
And
is,
every time after every encounter, it'll say you'll 381 XP till next level. Matty Curie.
If you're using milestone, you can turn that off.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
I hate milestone, but that's just because I'm a numbers person. One of the things I loved when I first got introduced to D&D as a kid, and this was first edition, basic D&D and stuff, is that that gold was also XP. Oh man, every treasure. How much is it? Did I level? Yeah, it was so fun. All right. Matty Curie says, "Will it play my character for me?" Almost. All right, S.R. McCarty, Senior McCarty. I don't know who this person is, but we like requested roles. Now, is this... I think this is... Oh, I have it wrong. It's backwards. I have to change that. It's McCarty Senior, or McCarty S.R. I don't know what his name is. Maybe somebody does. Let me change that. Let me go back over here and change it to the correct name. You know what? This absolutely does work. We know this works because we use it.
We're going to call this Rob the Revisionist show.
Yeah, this is the revisionist show. So this thing, for those of you that haven't ever seen it, it is pretty awesome. And... is it free? It can't be. It says 0 coins.
Yeah.
Is it free? Okay.
I think
So-
it was free.
Yeah. So what this does is allows the DM to either as a group or individually or certain people and not other people request initiative rolls, ability checks, saves, skill checks, and specific dice. Like, hey, give me 2d6 plus 1, or give me 2d61. Why?
Kind of cool about it
Sorry,
too is
Academy.
it's even way deeper than just requesting roles. You can even set up certain roles that you want to push later. Like you could stage them and do all kinds of stuff if you dive into it. It's big.
So we love it.
I use it mainly for initiative, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what you would use it for, and then I've never seen this. Anyway, so we totally love it. Updated 10 days ago.
Awesome. And it also helps keeping you from breaking immersion too. Like, okay, I'm gonna sneak into the room, and then you got to say, okay, I need you to roll check. You can just push it to them. Here you go. Roll that.
So this was updated 10 days, so March 2nd. Okay. Didn't say the version there. He didn't have the version. 2.1 maybe?
Version 1. I don't know. Version 2.10.
Well, we'll say 2.1. We'll say 2.1
just so it's not like, oops, you forgot to put something in there.
All right. Anyway, we love that one. Oh, Tide Turner. This is the NPC flavors.
This one I've been using this one.
I swear to God,
forever.
every game we play, we laugh at least a few of these.
Yeah. Bouncy lip hair.
Yeah, yeah. So this is the one that's really good if you have, how Fantasy Grounds will put, if you have multiple orcs, it'll put Orc 1, Orc 7, Orc 12. Well, this gives them each a name. So, like Wicked Gate or criminal demeanor or idiotic footwork. Like it just gives these weird descriptive tall. So
Protective legging.
It's a fun way to differentiate rather than just having numbers.
It also gives the DM an opportunity for a bit of flair in this description. Oh, this guy's really tall looking, for a kobold, or whatever.
Yeah. And he's got a pretty sophisticated naming convention because he says here, flavors are generated from sets of random words and descriptors. Depending on the NPC type, only certain sets use the flavoring. So he might not, like if it's an ooze, he might not say anything about a walk. You know what I mean? So he's got a pretty sophisticated...
I also like that he names each version as he's like updated it over the years or whatever. Like each version of this extension has had like a code name. Like if you know anything about Android, like every version of Android has a code name like ice cream, apple pie, so on and so forth. And this extension developer did the same thing with his NPC flavors extension, which I think is clever.
Burning pumpkin spice.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Windows has always had that too.
Just like quirky little fun little code names for the version number. I think it's hilarious. It's awesome.
Yeah, I like it. So 82 days ago, we'll try to update this. We don't know hey, stop eating that! I'm yelling at my cat. Get stop! No, you don't eat that, you dumbass.
Catnip on it.
They have there is catnip on it. That's why they're eating it.
They're only as smart as their owner. So.
So Robin, should I put in the version? Should I put pineapple free? What should I put?
Yes, I don't know. No, you should just whatever the numbers are. But I still appreciate that the developer names them that way. I think it's clever.
I'm looking to see if he has.
Certainly more memorable. Like numbers don't mean jack because there's so many things that have numbers, but a specific name really calls out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I can remember a lot of like Android updates just because of the names they used for them. They were so clever, so memorable.
You're not going to find your car if you parked in lot 27, spot 357. But if you're in Dumbo, purple.
Exactly.
It'll probably be good.
Exactly. Like, oh, we parked in the Cinderella lot at Disneyland. Like, it's so easy to remember, I think.
What did I say? 87? I can't remember now.
Dumbo?
I distracted you.
Oh, no, 10 days ago.
Dumbo.
No, that's NPC flavors. 82 days ago.
What is Android up to? Are they really on pumpkin pie already? I think they were going alphabet.
I don't know.
Okay, so we talked about that. So that's a good one. Troy, we're not going to talk about because he's Team Tui and he'll come on the show eventually. Oh, we might get through all of these that aren't Team Tui by today. This one's an easy one. I love this one. So
it is pie.
People don't like it, but I like it. And what it is when you roll the dice, it just makes the total really big and red. Like that. It makes it big and red like that. I like it. I just like it.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Durr.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And because my old eyes and anything I can. Well, and I even though I have a 34-inch monitor, so and because I stream, my Fantasy Grounds is scale UI 140. And if you put it on 100, it's just like impossible.
Vanilla ice cream.
I got mine at 125, I think.
Yeah, I do 140 on mine. So yes, we like this one. Since we're here, right? Let's just see. No, I'm closing the windows. I don't care. I'll complain.
There's a scale like what scale is I'm blind.
That's it. Yeah. So September 22nd, 2018.
You set it for Braille setting.
And then we don't know the version number, but and you can do green, blue. You can do red, green, blue, or large red, and I think I do large red. Yeah.
Hydrate.
Hydrate. Mosk and Foz, hydrate. I'm gonna go get dinner after this.
Not only hydrate, but I gotta go downstairs now because I'm out of water.
I'm gonna go get dinner. I have to go to the post office, and so I'm gonna get dinner since I'm gonna be out. Okay, we like it. Exit. All right, then Z-Lab, who used to be a member, he was a member of Team 2E for 7 minutes. No, he was a member, but then he had to leave the team. But we still like his extensions, and his are all pretty like straightforward and they're all available in the DMs Guild, and I know that those links work because I did them. So he has Combat Automation. Now, Combat Automation recently had a couple of issues, but on March 5th, he updated it, and it works now. And Combat Automation is something that will automatically execute actions one by one when you click a button to the left of the weapon's spell, power, and aim. So this extension will automatically expend the appropriate spell slot when you click it as a star button. So this is for people who want to do all the, roll the save, apply the thing, check off the spell slot. It does it all for it sort of automatically for you. It does a lot more than that. It is actually pretty sophisticated. Let's go to the link on the DMs Guild here real quick.
That's kind of robbing everything away, no pun intended.
So, yes. So if you click here, it will roll the attack and the damage. And I think if you don't hit, it doesn't roll it. I can't remember. But it's got a lot of useful. Yeah, it's a hit. Yeah, it does. So if you miss, it doesn't roll damage. Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, that's pretty cool. If you want to do shit real fast and I know people use it. I mean, it's an Electrum bestseller. Plus, I've seen the things where people go, "Hey, this, like Fantasy Grounds will update something and then it breaks every extension known to man, and everybody has to rush to go fix it." And so, but I know that he has this all up to date. So that is it, Rob Tui. That is one we like. Yeah, you're not supposed to put. I think
I'd like someone to weigh in on which types of extensions break more often, like ones that touch the combat tracker, or it's kind of hard to name anything specifically, but I'd like to know kind of which ones to be wary of.
That's like saying which football player gets injured the most. I mean, you probably could say it, but they all get injured. You know what I mean? They're all. Okay, here we go. We have to redeem the street cam, everybody. Street cam. It's
the
dusk.
Kicker.
Wow. Daylight saving, everybody. It should be dark now. It's not. So, I don't know. What time is it? 7:00? That's freaking me out. But just remember, the days get shorter, and then, I don't know, they're getting longer now. So, did they pass that thing yet where they're not going to do this anymore? I don't know. It's very frustrating. Anyway, street cam. We still have a little bit of remnants of snow. None in my yard, but you can see on the edge of the street and across the way by that fence, there's a little bit of snow there. It's going away. It's coming back. I'm going to heat my driveway in the next year or 2 or 5 or 10 before I get old. Before I get older. Sorry. I'm already old. All right. Nobody's laughing at any of my jokes. Good night, everybody. I'm going to end the stream. I'm just kidding. All right. Let's go back to this one. This one like that. And so Combat Automation. There you go. Pretty sophisticated. Hexblade Curse. Ooh. Hexblade Curse. Is that still a thing? I thought they put that in. Yeah. Okay, I need to take that off the list. That has been delisted, as you see here. I can view it as the creator. The reason I take that off the list is because Fantasy Grounds implemented that. And I just never took it off the list. So we shall just plain out remove it. That's why it last was updated a year ago. So delete row. Boom. Pinned spells. That is this allows you know how when you check off your spell slots, it will, like, if you use all your first level spell slots, it takes every spell out. It removes them, and you have to go to the preparation tab or the standard. You have to go look for them, and this allows you to pin them so they don't disappear. So that's what that does, and we like that. And then the last one, instant dice. I like this. I like this in conjunction with the large red. So instant dice means when you click on anything, an attack, a save, whatever rolls dice, it doesn't roll the dice in the chat. So all you fancy newfangled dice pack people, you won't see it. It'll just put the numbers. Boom. I wonder if he has an example of that. He has a little video. And the reason I like it, I mean, I like the dice to be rolled too but it just depends on, like if you, yeah, so that's when it's on, and when it's off, you click on something, boom, it's just there, no dice, like that. See,
it almost feels like I'm just going to throw a number out there and not roll anything.
What do you mean?
What I mean is it kind of takes away that tabletop feel, right? It's just a digital number at that point.
Yeah, I think because even though it's a 2 seconds or whatever it is, I think, the reason he made the extension was there were people who probably were saying, hey, can't we just get the numbers? Like, I don't want to see the dice roll. I'm not interested. It's kind of like when you buy a game and they say, you can get the Founders Edition for $20 more, and we'll give you the soundtrack. Well, who gives a fuck about the music? Some people love the music.
That reminds me of people who want to be first in line when you get to the traffic light, and they can't wait 2 seconds longer. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, especially if they just passed you, like they gun it around you and get in front of you and stop at the light, and now we're both here at the light. Like, oh, good for you.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. It's like that kind of impatience,
But it's there for people who want it, so we recommend it. So yeah, so there you go, everybody. So now in the future, maybe I can get one of these guys to come on next week, because let's look at the
maybe
schedule.
It's for those laggy laptops that the dice roll doesn't look good on.
Yeah, it can be for many different reasons, right? Oh, my favorite part of the show, everybody.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Greening the, you know what? I'm going to count that Furied Fate was here because she was here. She just wasn't talking.
Yeah.
You could put her in all small print, like change the font to very
that's
small.
Right. I did that before. I think no, it's italicized. Whatever. I don't know. Yeah, like that.
So I don't know. So what do you guys think?
Breakthrough.
What do we think of?
So Rob, should we do a mini poll and ask if people want us to keep doing this or not?
No, because I'm going to do it whether they want me to or not. But
I want him to keep doing it. What are you talking about?
So we are, like I said, we are having Mad No Mad, and I'm trying to get all the other Team 2E people. Nobody has committed yet, but hopefully somebody will jump in for next week. If they don't, then we'll kind of not. We have nothing else to talk about on that list. I did not think we would get through that many in an hour and 15 minutes. But everybody else is people we know that we want to have them come on and say stuff. And so wait, Troy. So 1, 2, 3. Well, not Mad No Mad, because we already got him. 3, 4, and I know Bob won't be ready for a few weeks. He's not coming on next week for sure. So we got 4 people, and hopefully one of them will jump in for next week, and if not, I'll figure it out. It's not like we haven't had shows every show that 5 minutes.
Well, we could just do a showcase too.
Yeah. Vanilla Ice. That's funny. Upside down cake. These people. Yeah, you can go. Let's see. You can go. There. I remember Windows code names. I remember Chicago is one of the ones I remember. So Sparta, Windball, Snowball, Cougar, Chicago is the one I remember. O'Hare, Frosting, Detroit, Cleveland, Nashville, Memphis. This is way back when. Let's go back up. Let's get some more current here, like Windows 8, 9. Well, there was no Windows 9. Threshold, Redstone, Vibranium. There you go. Isn't that what Captain America's shield's made out of?
Yes.
Iron, cobalt, nickel, copper. So,
That's better than the fictional metal from Avatar called unobtainium.
Yeah. So Sun Valley and copper is the version of Windows 11 that hasn't even been released yet, and they have second half of 2024 for something called Next Valley. What the fuck is that? Anyway, they have code names. So there you go. And that's, I think the reason they do that is, there's 1,000 people in one like concentrated office. But what are you working on? I'm working on Chicago. Yeah. Okay, Chicago. So they don't have to say, what are you working on? Windows 10 version 2.9.7.14 build 75. They don't have to say that. They can just say Chicago. All right. Any questions? Are there any questions in the chat before we end the show and before I go? Where should I go? I can go anywhere. I can go anywhere I want to get food.
Well, hopefully, I'm hoping this type of show is helpful and not just a waste of time. I think it's good.
Thank you for saying that. For those of you that didn't hear or weren't here at the beginning, this idea was actually Leroon's about 4 or 5 days ago, whenever it was. He said, hey, you know what you should do? You should remind people about the extensions. And then we were talking about it. He goes, why don't we just go down through the list? And he goes, yeah. So then this was his idea. Oh, yes, there's a prize.
And I didn't think about the updating part of it, but that's the kind of like a secondary benefit of doing this.
Oh yeah, we maybe made 6 or 8 updates there, so that was good. Okay, let's do the prize. So the prize
that was not
the raffle. People, no prize? No, I just forgot because I'm tired. Robin's asleep.
They waited this whole time for nothing.
I'm here.
So we will give away any one item from the DM's Guild or the Fantasy Grounds Forge, and the code word that you're gonna have to type is probably that.
Furied Fate.
Oh, too late. So if you type in the chat !code word, you will be entered into the drawing here, and then once I draw a name, that person will be the winner. And then you will send me a message in Discord and you will tell me, I would like to have this item. And a link is preferable.
Don't you have a slideshow for that? Don't you have a slide for that?
I do, but I don't put that up till after the winner.
Oh, that's true.
Because people like to see the names going in the list here. So what you'll do is send me a PM with your email if you're getting a DM's Guild thing, or your Fantasy Grounds forum name if you're getting a Forge thing. I don't need both. And then I will give it to you. All right, let's see who the winner is. That was the longest minute in my entire life. What just happened? Was that only a minute? Okay, I'm going to draw the winner. Here we go. Boom. Zayshawn. Zayshawn, who last won a prize in September. Congrats to Zayshawn. So 2
weeks in a row, it pays off.
Yeah, you watch the show, you win stuff. And sometimes we give away the store. Sometimes we give away something to every single person. You don't know what I'm going to do. You never know what I'm going to do. As a matter of fact, you don't know I'm going to draw a second name. Boom! Simbarchi, you also win.
Wow.
You don't know what I'm going to do.
You could have one of the extensions you just saw.
Yeah, you could. So Zayshawn and Simbarchi, go ahead and send me a PM in Discord with the item that you want. Links are helpful because then I can just click on it and go there. And I'm out of control. Bane. And then I already own them all. Why'd you enter the thing then if you already own them all? Oh, but you can get some. I know you don't unless you have the. There's nobody that owns everything on DM's Guild unless they are a personal winner of the Insanity bundle, because there's like 450 things. There's nobody wait.
Plus, there's like been one or two things since the
That's
last
true. Yeah, there's
Insanity
been a
bundle was
couple.
one,
The
too,
portal
so-
packs. Oh, everybody loves the portal packs. Portal packs, everybody. So, only the extensions I covered, he says. So there you go. Oh, yeah. Does anybody have any suggestions about where I should go for dinner? I can go to fast food. I can go to a restaurant. I mean, it's only 7 something here. I can go, because I have to go to the post office. I have to go inside. I know it's Sunday. I know you guys are like, well, you're freaking out. It's a Sunday. Dude, calm down. But no, I have to send my packages. I have to go inside because one of them won't fit in the box. I have to go in the thing, open the door, open the big sliding thing, and put it in there. And since I'm out, manicure, cook. What do you want me to? I can cook the cook. How dare you? Friendlies don't have that here. Thank you though. Friendlies we don't have.
I think you should do a sub.
A sub, like a Subway.
Like a hot sub.
We have
A hot.
We have a hot sub. Oh my god. Oh, no, never mind. I'm not hungry anymore now. A hot sub. Oh, I see what you mean. Like a meatball sub or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Or Philly cheese or.
When I lived in Phoenix, it was the Quiznos were big there, and somebody told me you have to heat the bun, and I'm like, what, really? And they go, no, they toast it, and I go, okay. And it was the most disgusting thing I'd ever had to eat in my life. Jersey Mike's, we do have Jersey Mike's. Okay, Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's
got. Yeah, they got good hot Philly cheese too.
I'm not a Philly cheese guy though, but I like.
But they're. I like their Italian. They're Italian.
Let's see what they got for hot subs. I'm out. Nope.
Yeah, their hot subs aren't that great.
But what about like
they're
a
cold
meatball?
subs?
Don't they have a fucking meatball thing? Ooh, buffalo chicken.
Yeah, the last time I had their meatball, I didn't care for it.
It doesn't even say they have a meatball hot sub.
I think it's like for a lunch special or once they'll run it.
Is a meatball maybe? Is it possible that a meatball is a cold
There you
sub?
go. Do the number 13 right there. Bam.
Where's number 13? Oh, original Italian. You know what I do? I swear 90, 95 or 96 times out of 100 that I get a sub. And I don't do subs that often, so we're talking about, it's tuna fish. I always, any place there's a sandwich, I always get tuna salad sandwich.
Their tuna's not bad. I like their tuna.
Number 10.
But
order now.
For you, all you do is open a can, add mayonnaise, spread on bread. I mean.
Yeah, but it's not the same. It's not the same. All right, so Jersey Mike's is definitely a possibility. Anybody else? Oh, everybody's disagreeing. Jersey Mike's, Crit Fest. All right, we're done here with this sheet. Nobody had any questions. By the way, guys, if you're in the chat right now and you have questions about Fantasy Grounds, they don't have to be about the extensions. They can be just anything you might have come up with this week or something that you didn't know about. But otherwise, we'll get on with our lives. We'll let Robin go to bed. We'll let Fury get some lemon pepper spray. I don't know what you do for your throat when you have allergies.
Am I going to bed earlier or later than I normally do? I don't know.
Well, we sprung forward, so really it's supposed to be 6 o'clock now, isn't it? I mean, it's supposed to be an hour before it is right now, except for the clocks. Oh, I gotta go to it's 2023 and I still have to change like my microwave and my oven. Like, what's the story there? Can't they connect to the internet?
My oven and my microwave are on Wi-Fi.
What? No, I did that earlier.
I like that the exclamation after that was like you had some good food.
Because when you buy brand new appliances past like 2020, they all have like Wi-Fi capability.
Not true,
now.
because I bought this house in March of 21, brand new appliances, and I was pissed.
Well, are they LG appliances?
No,
LG has their shit together. So.
No, they're not LG. They're Whirlpool.
Portal packs. Rob can link that for you.
I was pissed off that they didn't have, and I think by the time, I mean, they're brand new, so I'm not gonna buy it. But as soon as they break or anything, I'm replacing it with, because everything in my house is on the internet, like the entire house except for my appliances. Has the video on how to make portal packs been released yet? ×2. No. How to use them? Yes. How to make them? No. Diablo Bob promised me that tonight. I don't know if he did it. He's been having issues with time. He just doesn't have time, and so I don't see a PM here from him. So, and is he still in the chat?
Keeps on slipping into the
future. Yeah, he's also left the chat, so I do not think we're gonna have that. But it's imminent. It's soon. It's like #soon. TM.
Do you want to link the Portal Pack DMs Guild in chat since somebody was looking for it?
Zayshawn says, "Where's the portal stuff?" Oh, okay. So I will show you. Oh, come on, mouse. My mouse.
Part of the trick.
Fucking hate that.
Part of the trick with the portals is to get to know how to use them before you make them, because without that connection, it's kind of hard to imagine what they do.
Oh, we officially don't. There are people making them, but we officially don't have anybody making them. So here they are here. Yeah, because we haven't opened it up to the public yet. So members of Team 2E are making them, and but we haven't. And if you're like burning to make one, then you can PM me and we can talk about it. But we haven't officially. That's why I'm waiting for Bob to do that video, because I have this whole document on like just all this stuff that involved. Like, it's a huge 2-page document involved in what you have to agree to do it. But I'm not showing that to people because we don't have a video on how to do it yet. And the reason I want Bob to make a video is because I could probably have Gorbidal or somebody who's done a portal pack make the video if they want, but I don't know if they want to do it. Yeah. But the reason is we want it to be consistent. We want it to be, we want the reference manuals to all look the same. We want we want it to be a certain way so that they're all uniquely, we can control the quality of it, right? And there's naming conventions for GitHub, and there's a whole rigmarole you have to go through to do it.
They put it on they put them on the DMs Guild so they can call out the module that they're named Wizards.
Oh, right. So that's part of it. Module. So just so you guys know, in the future, there will be portal packs we've got one for Pathfinder that's done already. It hasn't been published yet, but it will. Basically anything that's 5th edition will be on the DMs Guild. Anything else will be on the Fantasy Grounds Forge. And the reason for that, of course, is WotC IP, right? You're actually not allowed. Like, I actually initially published these on the Forge for a minute, and then Doug quickly sent me an email and said, nope, you can't do that because you're not allowed to use a protected name, even in the name of a product. And I couldn't figure out how to say Portal Pack Dungeon of the Mad Mage without saying the words Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Like, Portal Pack for the crazy dude in the bottom of a maze. Like, how would you say it without... People wouldn't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Use Chat GPT. You'd be amazed.
Say Dungeon of the Mad Mage without using the words dungeon or mad or mage.
Exactly.
So I had to move them to the DMs Guild. So henceforth, all portal packs, we've got 5 of them now. And we just published today the Dragon Heist.
Yeah, if you go back to that show where you guys did the portals, I did try to say something, but then I just shut my mouth because I didn't want to keep interrupting you guys. But when you were doing the show with Diablo Bob,
You guys were talking about publishing, and I don't know if it was during the show or right after, but I was going to say, I don't know if you guys can do that, but I didn't want to, be the
and
devil's advocate,
it just never even occurred to me that you could. You're not only are you not allowed to use names, you're not allowed to use anything. You can't say names of NPCs. You can't say names of spells. Like, it's fucking crazy.
Right.
So, you might be able to get by. You might be able to get it by somebody, but Doug's pretty. He doesn't want to lose his license with WotC. I mean, that's his bread and butter.
Yeah, that's the reason he doesn't allow gray area stuff. Yeah.
So anything that's even close. So Bane, you could do DOTMM, and you could do the abbreviations, but believe it or not, I did not want to do that because I do not want to field 65 emails of people saying, what does DOTM stand for? Because even though people in the know understand what that means, there are people who aren't in the know and they don't know what that means. So we just decided to do this. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Pathfinder or anything else that goes on the DM's Guild, or that'll just go on the Forge because it's not WotC IP protected, right?
Isn't the DM's Guild a little easier if you had to split things up differently too, like money wise, like 12 different people doing it?
No, I mean, the commission payouts are you have to go in with each individual person and put it in. It's the same for the Forge and it's the same for DM's Guild. DM's Guild unfortunately doesn't pay as much as the Forge. The Forge gives an extra 10%, but it's a whole. Oh my god, yeah, it's a big thing. All right, so there you go. So that link that I put in the chat, that'll take you to these portal packs here. We've got 5 of them. Here I can show you. I can show you that. So Pathfinder Abomination Vaults, that's the one that's it's already done actually. It just needs to. We need a Princess of the Apocalypse is also finished, but we can't publish them quite yet. They're not. The work has been done, but shit needs to happen. Curse of Strahd and Tomb of Annihilation have been claimed, as well as Tales from the Yawning Portal. So there's some stuff happening, everybody. That's what we do. And we it's 5 cents a portal. We do 5 cents a portal, minimum $1, max 20. So this would have been 20.65, but we max it at $20 because we don't want to, but like the one we did today, Dragon Heist 234. Oh, and it's 11 cents. We rounded the next highest dollar like that. This was $5.85. We put $6, just to be, just to kind of. People ask too many questions. $5.85. Well, what the fuck?
Well, the beauty.
Believe me, most of what I do every day, not just DM's Guild, not just publishing, but how I construct my life and how I wake up and get through each day and then go to bed, is all, not all, but 90% based on what can I do so that people don't fucking ask me questions. How can I make it so that I don't get some emails or texts or phone calls about this? What can I do to prevent that? And so that's kind of how and with DM's Guild and Fantasy Grounds Forge specifically, my years and years since 2016 doing this, believe me, I know, I can just tell if I do this, if I say that, if I change this one word, people are going to fucking email me about it. So I try to do everything I can to stop that. Because I don't have time to answer 60 emails a day. I just don't have time.
So if you use portals, these things save you a bunch of time. That's why they're good.
Yeah, you can see a little bit on the show we did last week or 2 weeks ago about that. And once Diablo Bob is all done, then we'll get this. But like I said, if you're itching to do a portal pack, then contact me and we can talk about it. But we haven't technically opened it up to the public yet. And the reason how many it's not just Wizards of the Coast Adventures. It's like anything that has maps, anything you've ever seen that has maps, you can do a portal pack for it. So there you go. What's going on in chat now?
Are we allowed to do Paizo stuff too on the Forge? Pathfinder?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can do anything on the Forge that isn't 5e because
they got an agreement, I guess, right?
They basically Smiteworks has an agreement. I don't think there's any company they don't have an agreement with that I know of. I mean, if it's somebody worth publishing, like Cobalt Press and AAW Games, and I mean on and on and on, right? They have
Right.
agreements with all those people.
I know, like Cyberpunk, you can put stuff on the Forge, but you can't put any value on it. That's what I'm getting at.
But let me put it another way. If you're doing a portal pack for something, the chances are that thing is already there, right? Like you bought it, it's on the store because.
Oh, okay.
Why are you doing a portal pack for something that doesn't exist? So yeah. Okay, so Rob doesn't want questions, but has a weekly show for you to ask him questions. That's right.
Well,
yeah,
it's the time to do it.
Exactly. Automate everything so no one ever has to talk to you. Yes, this is my life. Oh, can't find the portals. Wait, says requires portals revamped on the Forge, but I can't find it on the Forge. Yeah, so there's the link. Oh, that link, is that link broken? Hold on, let me see if that link is broken.
And also, I might already have it too.
Yeah, that link is broken. Damn it. Okay. So, I got to change that link, you guys. So I'll do that now, because if I don't do it now, I'll never do it. Robin, you can go to bed. Are you going to bed?
I'm pretty close, yeah.
Okay. I don't want to keep you just for bullshit.
Yeah, you're fine. I'm gonna head out. Have a good night, everybody.
Okay. All right. See you later, Robin. She was tired, everybody. She has 17 kids. Is she gone? What a dick. Diablo Bob. Oh, Diablo Bob's back. You were gone for a while, I think. Yeah. So the portals link. Yeah, I'm getting to that. I got to change that link. Hold on, everybody. Holy Jesus. Let's go to
He's
Forge.
laying in the bed typing on his phone, I think.
Who, me? Oh, okay.
No,
Portals.
Diablo Bob.
Oh my God, Portals revamped. Okay, here we go. So here's the link, everybody, and then I'll change the link in the. This is what happened. The reason that link is broken is because remember I did all the links for the affiliate thing, and so then I had to delete some links, and that's one of the ones I had to delete. So let me go fix that in the.
Remind me not to give you any more ideas. It's giving you too much work.
It's too much work. Well, when you said that,
It sounds great.
The first thing I thought of when you said that to me was, oh, that's brilliant. The second thing I immediately thought of was, oh my Jesus. But then the third thing I thought was, yeah, I'm gonna have to do it anyway because it's awesome.
And the other thing is how do you know it's updated your extension list?
How do I know it's up? What do you mean?
I mean, what if you
Like, how does a visitor know?
No, how does Rob know that he's got it all updated and all the new ones are on there and all that jazz? Because you're just good like that.
Because he did it.
No, I'm the only one who does the updates in here. I'm the only one who could type anything in this sheet. You can go look at it, sort it, and do everything you want to, but you can't edit it. So I'm the only one. So say for example, Maticuri updates shops. He tells me, okay, it's version 2.5, and I come over here and I find shops, and first thing I do is actually update it. I upload it to either DM's Guild or the Forge. Then I come in here and I type the version number and the date, and I'm out. Is that what you mean?
Or if there's a new one and you put it on the sheet, right?
Yeah, I haven't added one for quite some time, but if there's a new one,
That's what I'm saying. What if there was like 5 new ones and you just didn't do it? How do you know?
Oh, well,
yeah, there's no promise of.
If it's a
How do you
team
keep
2
track
thing,
that you did it?
there's no way to know. You just hope you did it. But I mean, if it's a team 2 thing, I'm coming over here and putting it right away. But there's a fallback for that, and that is someone like you saying, "Hey Rob, how come such and such isn't on your recommended list?" And I can go, "Oh, we can go put it on there." So there you go. Good idea, Leroon. Good idea about the talked about, because that would have been. I mean, it would have been easy enough to see which names are Team 2E names, but now I've got it ranked. Yeah. Oh, we never. Yeah. Oh yeah, we did fix that one. We added the featured to that one that was called featured.
Well, just remember, it's not going to get updated every frickin' day. I mean, you're going to have to do it like once every quarter. You know what I mean? Like, there's no guarantee it's going to be exact.
You know.
No, it's not going to be exact, but mainly the ones that are Team Tui, I can say are exact. Because those people tell me, hey, here's the new update. I upload it,
Right.
and then I come over here and do it. Those are all up to date to the minute. But the ones that are in orange, the people that I don't have control over, the people that are not Team Tui and have no incentive to tell me, hey, Rob, I updated that. You might want to change it. They don't give a fuck, and they don't have to. But here, I'll show you. Let's go to column D, which
I'm
is
not
the update.
volunteering to audit the list.
So you'll see. I should maybe take that one out. This extension is part of and packaged with Mad Nomads. Yeah, we'll take that out because that's redundant. Delete. All right, so you'll see that I updated something March 10th, March 6th, March 5th, March 2nd, March 1st. I mean, February 26th. You know, these are getting updated all the time. So in 2023, I've updated this 15 times. And that's including ones we did today. But you know what I mean? So actually, so not including the ones we did, I've done it 15 minus 5 is 10. So not including the ones we did today, I've updated this 10 times in 2.5 months. So
if you find one broken, let us know.
Right.
And
yeah,
if
as it says,
you have one that we don't have on the list, let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, now except so Leroon, it ended up being Drake that I'm going to yell at instead of you. The only thing wrong with if there isn't one on the list, let us know. Is yes, please do that, but keep in mind these are ones we actually recommend. So you might come to me and say, hey, Rob, there's this extension. Put it on your list. And I go look at this extension and it's garbage. I'm not going to recommend that to people. Now, that's very, very, very low chance that would happen. But just still the same. Just keep in mind that these are actually
just
extensions.
saying.
Just saying. So, all right. So good. All right.
I kind of meant for the people that are actually going to be on the show explaining their stuff. That.
Oh yeah.
Oh, by the way, I got 2 other ones that you need to put on there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh well, shit. If they're not already on there, that's big. That's big news. We should put them on there. All right, let's just shut all this down. Let's get it going, huh? Masterclass. Does anybody belong to Masterclass? I signed up for that for a year.
Like for cooking?
No, it's everything. Like the one I was watching is Steve Martin on comedy, and I'm like, yeah, I already know all this stuff, but it's fun to listen to Steve Martin tell me. All right, games, things. Okay, good. Board game. Okay, well, I think we're done. Let's.
Hey, hey, you. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey,
look up
guys.
here. Look up here. Look up here.
Look up here.
Oh, and I forgot. Oh, you know what I never did do is I never did put the prize. I never did put this up.
Oh yeah.
For the prize people who by the way, probably already PM'd me. Let's see. There's Zayshawn and there's Simbarchi. Yeah, they already sent it to me. So. No need for that.
They did it now. They know.
So don't forget.
So Robbie.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say, I wanted to plug something, but you go ahead and.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Plug what you got to plug.
No, I'm just saying that I have to. If you're new to Fantasy Grounds, you're watching this within the next week or so. I'm going to be doing 2 walkthrough kind of seminars at GaryCon. So I have 2 events: one Thursday, one Saturday. And all I'm going to be doing is showing Fantasy Grounds. So if you're new and you're watching this, was this 2023? So May 7th, 16th through the whatever, or the 20, whatever. It's the last weekend essentially for GaryCon for 2023. I'll be running 2 events for that. So just kind of give you a heads up, and it's on their tabletop events.
Nice.
Thank you.
Somebody who typed that in, Robin, I like that he called you Faerun, not Leroon. And it's not like the L and the F keys are close on the keyboard. That's just funny, because I never noticed till today that I was today years old when I knew that the spelling of Leirun and Faerun are the same except for the L and the F. I never caught that. Didn't even occur to me. Anyways, I ordered Mage Portal Pack on DMG. Sweet. I always did have the portals. Virtual person. Sound. What is Zayshawn? Sound. What do you mean sound? Is the sound wrong? Sound's working.
Testing? Yeah.
Testing. So, okay, I just wanted to go over the slides with people. On the Sunday show, I usually don't do it, but next Saturday is episode 2 of Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. The following Saturday will be Drake's Game, Divine Contention, episode 1. And that'll be fun. Next week we'll have episode 235 of Fantasy Grounds. And then Friday, March... and then Gloomhaven. We don't play this coming Wednesday, but the next Wednesday. It's alternate Wednesdays, and that's with Furied and Havoc and Robin and I. And then March 24th, the return of Joe Numbers. He will be DMing us in the Friday group, Keys from the Golden Vault. Which, by the way, there's not a portal pack for yet. We're going to have to try and make that happen by the 24th. Interesting. All right. Thanks, Leirun, for joining us. I hope people come and see your stuff. And by the way, I'm sure everybody listening is, but if you're not, go to Fantasy Grounds Academy. They have a Discord. You can go to fantasygroundsacademy.net, I believe. Is that right?
We got .com now.
Oh, you got .com. Okay, cool. fantasygroundsacademy.com. Boom. I spelled it wrong, of course. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, how about Google? Fantasy Grounds Academy. Forget the URL. Just type it in Google. Google is your friend. I don't know how to spell Academy. That's probably my problem. Anyway, go to their website. And landing page, it says. Is that what you wanted to see? And this will lead you to their YouTube, to their Discord, to their... There just absolutely can't be anyone in chat who doesn't know this, but I'm going to say it nonetheless. Leirun is the person and founder of the Fantasy Grounds Academy, formerly Fantasy Grounds College, never Fantasy Grounds Church, and it's an awesome effort. They have almost 10,000 people in their Discord, so it's legit. And let's show this off, Leirun. Let's show this off. Wizards.com. So guess what I discovered? I think Leirun maybe already knew this, but I just found out. If you go to the Dungeons and Dragons website, the official Wizards website, and you type and you click on products and you go to digital games, right? The reason I was doing this is I wanted to see how far up the list Fantasy Grounds was on their list. So, didn't I do it right? Did I do it wrong? Digital tools. I'm sorry, digital tools, not digital games. So D&D Beyond, that's going to be first. Second is Fantasy Grounds, which I was super impressed by. They actually have it listed before Roll20. But right here under Fantasy Grounds, you got the link to the site, everything, blah, blah, blah. Boom! Fantasy Grounds College. That's pretty sweet.
Has it been there since it was a college?
Oh, it's the Academy. Oh, you got to get them to change that. I never noticed.
Yeah, I don't know when it was put up there, but I noticed it. I want to say someone pointed out to me in our community. I was like, what? I went over and checked it out. It's been up there for a couple years, I think.
Oh my God, you guys. I don't know how to stream. I don't know what I'm doing. I had the fucking slides up this whole time. Anyway, You go to the Dungeons and Dragons website. You go to products. You go to, how come it's not listed there? That's weird, huh? Let's go back. That was weird. It's on one page, but not the other. What? Where did it go? That's weird. What the fuck? Where did it go?
They just advertise it and they took it off.
They're watching the stream right now. They're like, get that shit off there. Okay, digital. So, it's not under products. I'm sorry, it's not under products. It's under gameplay. So gameplay on the menu, down to digital tools, right? And then you'll see D&D Beyond. You'll see Fantasy Grounds, and in the Fantasy Grounds, they have the Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, it's buried about 10 pages deep, but it's
click it. Where does it take you?
Oh, it takes you to the website, the one we were just looking at. If you click on it, it goes to
the .com. Yeah, the .com. Good.
To the .com.
Yeah, because we had that forwarded in our domain thing.
So, you know what I used to do a lot is I would come here to the... let me go back. I would come here to the Wizards and go to... Like, doesn't the product... this site is not the best. D&D catalog. Okay, yeah. Let's see. I would, back when I would buy physical stuff, I would come here and be like, okay, all right, let's get it going. What's coming out? So, Keys from the Golden Vault. And you used to be, they changed all this. You used to be able to sort this by date. And then you could see what the new shit was that was coming out. Oh, newest. It does say newest or alphabetical.
Yeah, when I got the Dragonlance thing, I bought it early, but I didn't read the fine print. It was supposed to be that you buy it from the D&D website, not D&D Beyond. And I was like, what's the difference? Because it was the bundle, or you can get the digital one or the physical. So I emailed their customer service, and they're like, oh, no, that's separate. You have to order it from the website, not D&D Beyond. I said, like, wait a minute, did you guys just buy it? Is it not one and the same? And they're like, no, read the page. And I'm like, no, you got to be kidding me. That is such a petty thing.
Yeah, you're talking about this. You're talking about the bundle.
Yeah, you have to buy it from there, not from the... You had to buy it from there and not from the D&D Beyond. But I thought it's one and the same. I guess not. So just read the fine print, in other words. I was kind of pissed about it. I was like, you guys own it.
I could have swore... I was sure that on D&D Beyond they also had that thing with the deluxe package.
Oh, it does, but it probably takes you to that website, I don't know. I was kind of irritated about that. I was like, yeah, that's just trying to get people to sign up for their website, not just the D&D Beyond.
Here's the...
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
Do they have
I got the preview.
Yeah, here we go. The deluxe bundle, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you are about to leave D&D Beyond. Oh, so
yeah, see... Yeah, exactly.
Well, so
I didn't do that.
How did you buy it if you...
I bought it because it had a link for a pre-order, and it mentioned all that stuff like, oh, you get early access and all this other crap. So I was really excited about it. So I went and bought it directly from the D&D Beyond store. I didn't even know about that until after they pointed that out.
How much did you pay?
Oh, I only paid whatever the digital price was.
So you didn't pay the $155.
No, but I thought I was paying for the early access because I bought it like 3 months in advance or something.
Oh, yeah, no, they don't. They give you maybe like a 10%.
Yeah, but they advertised it as if you were going to get that. But when you read the fine print, it's actually on the website, not D&D Beyond store. So it was my fault, but I thought it was kind of chintzy because they own both websites. What the fuck's the difference,
Well,
it's going to their pocket.
That's all. It's not like that. It's all the accounting's all separate, and it's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't agree with that, but I felt like an idiot because I didn't read the fine print. But
well, it's like Google owns YouTube, but you can't, like, if you have a problem with YouTube, you don't. Google's not going to help you. It's a division of, they're separate.
Right. But their name's on the check when you get a whatever, you get Google's thing, you get Alphabet.
But
or whatever
I was just worried that you paid the full price and then didn't.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, no, I just misunderstood it. I didn't read the fine print. I was an idiot, but I felt dumb because I emailed them and they're like, "Oh no, you didn't do it right," or whatever. So I was like, "Oh shit." I really thought I had a case there, but I didn't. I was just a case of being stupid.
Want to watch the new trailer for The Little Mermaid? Delete.
You sure?
Yeah, fuck The Little Mermaid.
And it's not like I cared that much because having a 2-week jump on the rest of the community is not that big of a deal. Whatever.
Yeah.
All
right, I'm showing the slides, everybody. I know I'm showing the slides. If we don't end the show immediately and I do something else, I will remember to change the screen. I will remember to do it, but I think we're gonna end the show.
Oh.
Go
I
ahead.
don't know if anyone cares, but if you are a Prime subscriber to Amazon and you buy your tickets for the D&D movie through there, there's a special preview on the 19th that you can qualify for if you want to see it early. They have some kind of special thing. And I just caught that the other day, and I was like, I'm not doing that, but if someone's really that gung-ho about it, you know.
And it comes out the 31st, right?
Yeah, so you can get a special viewing with select theaters. So you have to go through Amazon, and there's some kind of promotion, and then you go through there, and you can buy tickets for a preview or, you know, like a pre-screening or whatever on the 19th. So a couple weeks before it comes out. But I don't think I need to do that. I'm going to wait till it comes home anyway. So, but I saw that, and I was like, oh, okay. So, and the only reason I did this because I did a show on this content, and I looked at it. I was like, "Oh, I didn't know that."
Re-screening March 16th in Los Angeles.
No, there was a
March 19th.
March 19th, one-day screening, 2 p.m. local time at participating theaters. So let's get the list of the theaters. So here's the thing about this movie: I'm absolutely gonna watch it. And when am I gonna do that?
Me
when
too,
it comes on streaming. I'm gonna fucking go pay for that.
Exactly.
I have enjoyed the. I've seen where they were doing the Speak with Undead. That was funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
I did like that. DM right there, right?
Yeah.
That's a big DM right there.
There's already people hammering and hollering about it. Like there was people who are mad because the druid can be an owlbear, and it's like, so what? You know, even if it doesn't follow the canon rules, the whole thing about D&D is making up your own shit. So why would that matter?
In the UA, a druid can be an owlbear, so.
Right, exactly. Oh, and you know, you think about it, this could be someone's interpretation of it. You know, you don't follow the actual book if you don't have to. You know.
Yeah, Joe Manganiello or whatever is pushing that Dragon TV series. He just talking about Dragonlance.
He was part of this movement.
They're supposed to say where it's a special. March 19th at 2 p.m. Get tickets. Okay, but what is it in Spokane, fuckers? Okay, here we go.
Well, it should localize.
Here it is. Oh fuck! Yeah, I can go see this.
They're probably not available though.
Yeah, you never know. I don't think it's that big of a sellout.
Limited availability. Okay, let's see. Airway Heights. Let's go see this.
I'm almost certain he could see it. If not, I'd be surprised.
It's not like I have to pull the trigger. $9.
Wow.
All right, pick seats. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. One spot right there.
There's one. Oh, wait a minute. What's the legend on here?
Seat legend, top right. My seat.
Unavailable is gray. Okay, so it's fucking there's fuck this. I'm not going down there. Fuck that.
It's too crowded.
I mean, I qualify to sit in one of these things anyway. I could pick that seat if I wanted.
Do it, man.
But
that's a handicap seat.
Yeah. I mean,
dude, you're gonna be in there with all the nerds. Why not?
Nah, I mean,
of course you got other issues. You don't want to be around people, so
no, and this fucking thing is full. Like fuck the, I didn't even know about this, but all right, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I could have gone, everybody. Sorry. I could have gone, but I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
That's next Sunday. That's a week from today.
I don't ever will come out when they first. I'm like,
I don't either.
See, like if it's Star Wars or James Bond, like I will go see Indiana Jones in the theater. In June, I will go see that.
Yeah.
And it's not about the theater. It's about the big screen and the noise and everything like that.
Right.
But I would honestly be just as happy or even happier if I went to like a Tuesday afternoon showing and there was nobody there. Like I'd be, my dream is to have I have a 75-inch screen TV, but if I could somehow,
that's plenty.
Yeah, it is. And if
you got the good sound bar and all that shit,
I got the sound bar and everything. Yeah. So
yeah,
I don't need to go have somebody crunching popcorn in my ear next to me with their toddler.
Well, I was going to
on their
ask
lap
you,
and fucking whatever.
did you get your new place updated like you had your old place?
What do you mean?
In regards to all the wire, remember all that freaking wiring your friend did for you?
Oh yeah, then they got it all done, and then I moved.
I know. I was wondering if you got any of that transferred over.
Yeah. So what they did, they came here and they did all the lighting is on the internet or on my phone, all my light switches and the everything. They put lighting in the garage and the game room. They added some switches. In my bathrooms, they put timers on the fans so that when I go in there, I turn it on, it goes off after 60 minutes, because in my homeowner's manual, I've never owned a house that was mine that I bought before. And in the manual, it specifically said, if you take a shower in the bathroom, run your fan for 30 minutes after you leave or whatever. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, so you don't get moisture damage and mold.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they did, they did the TVs, and they did the studio, and where I am, in here where I am now, the computer with the desk and I have one of my TVs is up in the corner on the.
Like, you have to invite them back.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I need done, and so Tommy, I don't know if he's gonna bring Q with him, because Q's like the electrician and Tommy's the overall picture guy. But some of my internet, like the Xfinity, yelled at me to buy a new modem, and I did, and it's still not giving me the speeds I want. I mean, it's all right, I can stream and whatever, but it's not what they're supposed to be. So there's just
it could be an outdoor issue too.
And I'm gonna get them to put up. I got the one street cam that everybody loves. I get street cam. I got this one.
You get a backyard one.
I'm gonna get 3 more. I'm gonna get 1 in the back, 2 on the sides, so I can do the whole 360.
Right. So we're gonna have a grid of four camera views.
Yeah, there'll be a grid. I think I can do them individually too. Well, because here I can go to. I can go. Oh, wait a minute. I have to go up here. I can go.
Aren't you gonna put a cat cam in? Can you put a cat cam?
Here's a little bit of a cat cam here. This is a sort of a cat cam. Oh, it's not working. What's going on? The living room doesn't work. What the fuck? Here, let me go to the garage.
The cats freaking got it.
Wow, that picture of that bike hasn't been there for like 4 months. Oh, the light's on in the garage. Okay, so if I move my car, you'd see the table there, and you can see the pinball machine back there and the video game back there. So how come the living room doesn't work? Because the cats just ate it while we were talking. Yeah, it's not working for some reason.
Yeah, they played with the wires. That's why.
Yeah, they did. Last time I looked at it, it was pointed toward the ceiling because they fucking bump into it or whatever. And it's not truly a cat cam. It's just that they had 3 of them, so I put one inside the. If I had a girlfriend, I'd obviously be in the bedroom, but I don't have a girlfriend, so. Animal person. Animal person. What is happening? Now that one doesn't work. What the fuck? All right, well, whatever.
The cats did it.
The cats went outside, and they're like, hey, he wants to see the camera. Let's go disable it. So the garage one works, doesn't it? Oh, maybe that doesn't work now either. Okay, that one works. Driveway. Let's go back to driveway. Does it work? No. Yeah, who knows why. It was just working a minute ago, so whatever. I fucked with it. All right, we'll go back to slides. All right, I think that's it. 2 hours, everybody. That's enough. That's right, Celestian. I am doing that so that I can see the zombies coming from all angles. By the way, speaking of that, so I have a whole home generator, right? That's one of the things I did for myself, is to sort of I sort of text. As much as I take steps so that nobody will talk to me, I also take steps to make my life easier in anticipation of living till old age. I mean, I could get hit by a bus and die, but in case I don't, one day I'm gonna be 70 and then 80 and whatever, and I don't have children, and I don't see any woman stupid enough to shack up with me, so more than likely I'm gonna be alone. So I talk about things like heating my driveway so that when I take the garbage out or go to the mail, I won't slip and kill myself. But one of the things I did is I bought a whole home generator. So if the power goes out, it doesn't. I have power no matter what. Unless somehow the natural gas got shut off, then I wouldn't have it. But
Well, I figured out what your real issue is with that, Rob.
Okay, but wait a minute. So what I was gonna say is, I've already forgot what I was gonna say. I got a whole home generator. Oh. So the zombie apocalypse, Celestian said. What I am worried about is if shit goes down, like if some fucking terrorists take out the power grid and there's no power for like a month or something awful like that, I'm gonna start getting knocks at my doors. Like, why the fuck do you have power, dude? And I'm gonna have to fucking build this place into a bunker and get a fucking machine gun and whatever. I don't know. Anyways, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Back to the part where you said no one's gonna shack up with you. I got it figured out. It took me a while, but do you still use the service where you just drive up to Walmart and they give you your stuff and you leave?
So the answer to that is yes and no.
Okay.
I still have that service. Okay, here, I got the living room camera fixed, I think. Yeah. Okay, so
you order your stuff, right?
So until November, which I think I'll stop it. I bought, oh God, this is it's not like a simple question. It's not a simple answer. So Walmart has a thing called whatever, get your groceries and go drive and get them. But they also have something called Walmart Plus, where if you pay that, I think it's $99 a year, they deliver to you, and also you get free Paramount Plus with that membership. So what happened was they had an incredible thing where it was, instead of $98, it was $49. And I'm like, I spend more than $49 a year driving down there in gas just to get my groceries. Plus, I'm going to get Paramount Plus for free, which I had already, and I thought I don't have to pay that now. So it was almost like a free thing. So I sign up for it, and then I switch over to the Paramount Plus that they have, and it's the commercial one. It's one where you have to watch commercials. And I'm like, oh, no, fuck this. I'll pay the money. Well, then I couldn't get it shut off. Like, I spent literally an hour a day for maybe 2 weeks making 12 or 14 phone calls, calling Walmart and then calling Paramount Plus back and forth and back and forth. And these fucking people couldn't figure out how to shut off my account. Just take it away from me. I don't want it. Delete it, whatever. None of them could fucking figure it out. So finally they figured it out, and then they said, okay, it takes up to 30 days to wash out of the system. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's like when you get an email and you go to the unsubscribe list and they go, okay, give us 10 to business days. No, delete it now. Like, why the fuck isn't, when I press this button?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I know, it just
they do that to keep you around.
Yeah.
But
wait, I'm not done. So, because if you interrupt me, I won't remember. I already don't remember what I was going to say now. I can't, my train of thought can't be broken, or I can't do it. So what did you ask me? Oh, you said you had a solution. So the answer to the thing is, I'm getting the deliveries to my house now, but when November comes, when it ends, I'm going to go back to go driving down there and getting them, I think. Okay, so now go ahead.
All I was going to say is that you're bypassing probably one of the few places where you can socially interact with a woman.
Oh, yes. Oh, there's a cat. Does everybody see the cat? There's a cat. He's looking at that table like, I'm getting on that. So they're allowed to go. If you see the silver round thing on the left-hand side, that's their drinking fountain. They're allowed to go. They're allowed to go over there, but they're not allowed in the sink. And I also don't want them to fuck with any of these boxes and whatever's over here. So he's sitting there. He can hear my voice in the house, but I'm not in there looking at him.
So I can see you.
He's sitting there. No, what he's going. Oh, now what happened? It's over. What happened? Fuck, I don't know. I don't know why that cut off. That was weird. Oh, now he's gone. Now he's gone. He's gone. Holy shit, that's funny. So they do that. They when I can't see them, they go, okay, I'm gonna go and fuck with shit in there, and they like to get in the sink, and it's just fucking crazy. But kidnap the delivery person.
That's all you could do.
Oh, so what I was gonna say is, when I go to Walmart and pick up my groceries, I'm gonna say 80% of the time it's a man. It's a male person. MALE.
Yeah, but you don't go in the store very much, is what I'm saying.
No, I don't go at all. I haven't been inside a Walmart since like 2016, and I shop there all the time. Oh, you know what? They took no more Walmarts in Portland. They took the Walmarts out. And there was somewhere else where they got rid of a Walmart. Seattle. They got rid of. My friend said that there's only one. He lives in Bellevue, so Seattle. So for those that don't know, Bellevue is east of Seattle across the lake. And there's only one.
They don't need that.
But you know why they're doing it? You know why Walmart's taking those Walmarts out?
Because they suck.
No, because crime. And you
so
guys
Bellevue has the most crime.
Well, Factoria is where it is really.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes a difference.
Yeah, and so
Okay.
you know the out there on 148, they have one of those Walmarts with the green, whatever that one. So that one's still there, but the one in Factoria is gone. And Leroy knows because he lives in Seattle. So
self-checkout, baby, self-checkout. Yeah,
self-checkout.
yeah.
So but I guess I've seen videos. It's incredible, like on CNN or just any news channel, whatever you're watching. People going into stores, like Walgreens is a big one they show. People just walk in with like a pillowcase or a sack, like a bag of holding, and they just walk up and down the aisle stuffing shit in, and the security guard just stands there because he's not going to get killed over that. And people just steal shit. San Francisco's a big place where this happens. They just fucking steal shit and walk out because nobody.
But Bellevue.
Yeah.
Bellevue is like having. It doesn't make any sense to have a Walmart there, to be honest, because most of the people can afford to shop elsewhere.
Oh yeah, like my friend is pretty affluent. He worked for IBM for 20 years, and he's a private contractor now with computer stuff and whatever. He actually does work for the state of Washington now, but he's got him and his wife own 10 rental houses. He's got money, but he loves Walmart. Yeah. He loves it.
Of course, people that have money don't spend money. That's the thing,
right?
Yeah.
There's
frugal.
Animal, person. Okay. So
anyhow, guys, I'm going good night.
Yeah, we're gonna end it all. So let me go back in the chat. Gangs rushing in and out. Yeah, stop not paying people to do your checkout. I hate those places. Wait, stop not paying. So I'm a big fan, of course, as a misanthrope. I'm a big fan of the self checkout. But Celestian, you're saying you don't like that? You like to have a checkout person? I'm not sure.
Yeah, the Walmart has posted a massive increase in theft since they've gone to self-checkout. Just massive amount of theft.
Oh, I never thought.
I can see that.
I wasn't considering that. Like people, like legit getting their groceries and then going up to the self-checkout and maybe not ringing everything up, or maybe just walking.
Well,
because
that's a Corbett thing that backfired on them. That's too bad. They thought they were going to save money by getting rid of jobs, but really they just created another problem.
Well, they need to go to the RF instead of barcode signals. They need to put the RF things on goods, and then it doesn't. Then they can track if it's been rang up or not.
Do you know how expensive and tedious that is?
So I went to.
Well, it can't be more expensive than losing money because people are stealing.
If they left it the way it was, it would be fine. Instead, they monkey around, and then it just shifts the problems other places. So it ends up costing them more in the long run. So I don't know why they even did it.
Leroy, you live in Seattle. Did you ever go to one of those Amazon stores where you just walk in and grab what you want and leave?
Yeah, they have that.
Yeah,
I did that. It's kind of like a telemetry thing.
Yeah, I did. It was pretty cool, but guess what? And actually, the one I went to was literally in the same parking lot that this Factoria Walmart closed. It was in Factoria, right there. It was exactly down the, like a strip mall, down 2 buildings down.
Yeah, they're shutting those down.
And I did that in April, so about almost a year ago, and they're shutting them down because, and that can't be theft because it's not theft because you don't talk to anybody. You walk in with your iPhone or whatever, and it just tracks.
Yeah, I think it's popularity versus need versus the freaking local area and economy. I think the economy is the biggest problem here.
The idea of some place that you walk in. I did talk to a guy there though because I had a question about something, but you walk in. you grab what you need and you leave, and it just charges your iPhone, and you don't fucking talk to anybody. I was like, I'm moving to Seattle just to go to this store, but no, I didn't do that. And I don't.
Yeah, a lot of these ideas weren't thought through. Definitely.
Yeah, it's so funny how, like I play games with you guys, and I have a show, and I talk with the chat, and I've got a lot of friends that around this D&D Fantasy Grounds. I've met, both you guys are personal friends that I've met in real life in person. So but it's just, it's the general public. It's the idiot millennial public that I have a problem with. It's,
Ranger danger.
People that, are just people that do or say something stupid, and like, I'd say there's it's a coin toss. If you see some person that you don't know coming toward you, that they're going to do or say something that you're just going to go, really? Who raised you? Like, what, did you go to school? Do you know anything? Yeah, it's just funny. Yeah, Bane. Oh, wow, Bane. That's a great quote. Persons are wonderful. People are horrible. That is so apropos. That's very true. All right, I'm not going to hold you guys anymore. Because when we end the show, we always bullshit for another hour and a half anyway. But thank you to Feared for being in the chat. Thank you to Robin for staying awake for us. Thanks to Drake being a trooper with me always. And thank you to Mr. Leroon, founder of Fantasy Grounds Academy, for joining us. I hope you guys all enjoy what's left of your weekend. Good gaming, everyone.